with every NRL season means more upcoming exciting talent entering the league. There is no shortage of talented youngsters in 2022, and in today's video I want to highlight some of the young big boppers who are ready to break out this coming season. For some, breaking out may mean just receiving a few games in the first grade, whilst others on this list will be looking to become regular first graders. Remember, this list is completely subjective and in no particular order, just a chance to look at some young, exciting forwards. At number 10, it's Jeremiah Nanai. The 18-year-old back rower is ready to grab a hold of a Cowboys starting spot this season. A part of the Kirwan State High School that won a schoolboy national title, where he scored 2 tries, Nanai is projected to become one of the elite back rowers in our game. He was selected in the 2020 Under-18 Queensland emerging side amongst the likes of Reece Walsh and Sam Walker. In 2021, he would appear for the Cowboys 4 times and scored on debut, with Nanai even playing the full 80 in the final game of the year. The Cowboys forward pack is amongst one of the youngest in the NRL, and there are spots in the 17 up for grabs. I expect Nanai to take the next step this year and become a consistent starter. At number 9, we have Brendan Piakura. Another one who featured in the star-studded Queensland Maroons emerging squad and also the Australian schoolboys, Brendan Piakura is probably the most hyped young forward in our game today. He possesses great speed and strength and an ability to run effective holes. Broncos fans should be elated they were able to fend off other clubs, re-signing Piakura to a 3-year $1.2 million deal. It's a lot of money for a youngster, but Piakura has been an absolute beast against seasoned pros in the Queensland Cup, scoring 3 tries and averaging almost 100 run metres per game for the North's Devils, primarily off the bench. He was a big part of the Norths winning the 2021 Queensland Cup, and even after a shaky debut where he was sin-binned after 6 minutes of action, I expect Piakura to contribute heavily to the Broncos in 2022. At number 8, it's Jirai Momoisia. Although one of the older players on this list at 23, the future looks bright for Jirai. A graduate of the Melbourne Storm development program, he's been grinding away in the Intrust Super Cup and New South Wales Cup looking for an opportunity. He would get that opportunity in the final 3 rounds of 2021, with his standout performance being in the final round against the Broncos, where he totaled 151 run metres, 2 offloads and a tackle break, all in just 36 minutes of play. Momoisia's strongest attribute though may be his defence, as he's able to produce some absolute bone crunchers at times. Opportunities may be scarce for Momoisia, considering the Knights forward pack is one of the strongest in the NRL. That still doesn't mean he shouldn't be able to hold down a spot somewhere in the Knights' top 17. At number 7, we have Bronson Garlick. Although probably an outside choice for this list, Garlick has been one of the standouts in the New South Wales Cup. With over 100 appearances in the New South Wales Cup, Garlick has been waiting for an opportunity in the first grade and has got it with the Melbourne Storm in 2022. Garlick produced astonishing numbers last season, averaging 121 run metres a game, 4 try assists and 11 tries in just 12 games, all whilst playing in the back row. With the Storm's past success of recruiting players in their mid to late 20s and converting them into first graders like Chris Lewis and Tom Eisenhuth, Garlick will be hoping to follow in those players' footsteps and find himself in the top 17 this coming year. At number 6, we have Franklin Pele. A tank when running the ball, Pele looks set on becoming an excellent front rower in the NRL. Pele had an excellent junior career representing New South Wales at an under-16 level and featured for the Australian schoolboys in 2018. This guy's incredibly fast. I mean, look at this 60-metre run when he brushes off multiple defenders and outpaces the fullback. He outplayed guys 6 to 8 years his elder with ease in the New South Wales Cup and is probably overdue for his breakout NRL season, which would have probably come in 2021 if it wasn't for a season-ending injury. I'd expect Josh Hannay to use Pele as an impact sub off the bench, which will be particularly dangerous for tiring forward packs around the NRL. A quick reminder that if you're enjoying this video so far, like and subscribe as it helps this channel out immensely. At number 5, we have Ben Condon and Helam Lukey. This may be a cop-out picking 2 guys in one spot, but I thought it was important to highlight the 2 talented Cowboys. Both guys could have been considered to have already had their breakout in 2021, as Lukey won the club's Rookie of the Year award and Condon became a regular starter in the Cowboys side. These 2 have the ability to form one of the more elite young rowback pairings in the competition in 2022, as they have little competition for the spots outside of the previously mentioned Nanai. We were shown last year the talent of both Condon and Lukey, and I expect them to solidify themselves as starters in the NRL. The Cowboys were relying heavily on their young shoulders to produce, as the Cowboys forward pack was severely lacking for the majority of last season. At number 4, we have Ethan Bullemor. The former Bronco moved to Manly over the off-season, which may become one of the more underrated transfers of this off-season. Bullemor would feature for Brisbane 17 times over the 2021 season, with all but one of those appearances coming off the bench. The constant losing and lack of opportunity forced Bullemor to look elsewhere this off-season, as he felt that he should have been succeeding more than he was at Brisbane. Bullemor is a fierce defender and strong runner of the football, who should benefit tremendously playing in a top 4 side like Manly. He'll provide some much needed depth to the Manly forwards and should expect to see consistent playing time throughout this year. At number 3, it's Trey Mooney. Once one of Parramatta's prized assets, Trey Mooney will be looking into breaking into the Green Machine starting lineup in 2022. An under 16 and under 18 representative at the New South Wales level, Mooney can play either on the edge or in the middle, averaging 100 run metres and 24 tackles a game in the New South Wales Cup, and being a big factor in the Raiders' 2021 SG Ball Premiership winning side. Trey has set himself up well to feature in the NRL for the Raiders in 2022, with the likes of Ryan James, Sia Soliola, Dunamis Louis, and Saliva Havili all departing in 2021. It gives Mooney a great opportunity to break out in 2022. At number 2 we have Griffin Neame. Another one of the North Queensland forward prodigies, Griffin Neame is a workhorse who does the dirty work in the middle. Coming out of Greymouth, New Zealand, Griffin has represented the New Zealand Residents and New Zealand Maori sides at a junior level before he was scooped up by the Cowboys. Playing for the Townsville Blackhawks, Griffin would dominate in the middle, averaging 111 run metres per game, whilst playing around 40 minutes per game. His ability to find metres post-contact is one of his biggest attributes, as well as being an effective tackler. Griffin's playstyle is not particularly flashy, but is essential for any winning side in the NRL. Although the Cowboys side is stacked with middle forwards, Neame should be great if given a chance. And at number 1 we have Beau Fermor. A Dalby product who had an excellent 2021 season, I believe Fermor is ready for even more success in 2022. The former Jersey Flegg Cup Player of the Year has represented Queensland at an under 20 level and has formerly played for both Melbourne and Newcastle. Beau has found his home though on the Gold Coast. He's an incredibly versatile edge forward who can even slot in the centres due to his pace and agility. In 2021, Fermor went from a fringe option to a regular over the second half of the season, even playing over David Fifita, who was relegated to the bench. He became one of the Titans' standouts in 2021, and I believe he can continue on that same trajectory this year. It's unlikely that we'll see Beau start in 2022 over Fifita or Proctor, but he should still be able to make a considerable impact off the bench. Okay, so that concludes this NRL list on forwards who could break out in 2022. Remember, this list is not exhaustive and there are plenty of guys who could make this list. I might put some of those guys down in the comments. If you have your own suggestions on NRL players, tell me in the comments and we'll have a discussion. For more Australian sports lists and mini documentaries, subscribe, like and comment. The bigger we build this channel, the more improved the quality of these videos will become. Thank you as always for watching.